Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. It's a very late morning Thursday. We're up in Cleveleys today. Most of you know where Cleveleys is. It's about 4 miles north of Blackpool, a small seaside town, and yeah, I like coming up here now and again. Most of you know it, some of you probably haven't seen it or not seen it for a while, so we're just going to have a walk around. Just at the Wetherspoons now. Some people don't realise there's a Wetherspoons in Cleveleys because it's not in the main part, but yeah, this is the Wetherspoons here. Lovely seating area outside. Anyway, let's go for a walk. Yeah, the area is really nice to sit out here in Cleveleys. I have been inside before on previous videos if you want to look back. The main bustling part of Cleveleys starts at the crossroads where we're approaching now. But I just wanted to come up and show you this part for those that haven't seen it. I won't call it the nightlife, but the drinking scene has changed a lot in Blackpool, in Cleveleys now. There's a lot more bars about, so we've got backstage over here. That's probably been there quite a while actually now. I know there's a few of you do like your charity shops and you do like the ones in Cleveleys, but don't forget this one. These two up here before we get to the main crossroads. It's another beautiful day here. Yeah, so what I was talking about, the drinking scene, you've got a new place over there that I think only opens in the evenings, and then across the road you've got the Greedy Banker, and that's fairly new. Yeah, that one's called the District. It might be open now, just doesn't look open. And then when we get to the main crossroads, this is where the main part of Cleveleys small town happens, and then we will work our way up through the shops and end up on the beach. So hope you enjoy this one. This is another fairly new bar that's open. I think this one is quite busy at night. It's called the Vault Lounge, and you can get coffee and cake in there as well. Just over there in the distance you'll see Trinity, and if you are into these charity shops and you've missed that one, get yourself in there. It's absolutely huge. It is mainly women's clothes. Mainly, but it is absolutely huge. And if you are coming up from Blackpool, that's the tram stop there at the crossroads here, and then basically you just head up this street here in front of me to the main busy part of Cleveleys. Sadly, Cleveleys is struggling a little bit on the high street at the moment. There's a lot of empty shops up here, as I noted last time. It's a great view of the street there, isn't it? Yeah, even some of the charity shops here in Cleveleys have closed down now. Cleveleys lost their Poundland as well recently. like to come up here, and a lot of people like Cleveleys, but my first choice to live somewhere would be St Anne's. I think that's where I think I'd live. I could move there, but I'm just too old for all the aggravation and moving. Plenty of coffee bars here. Cleveleys never used to suffer with empty shops, but it is now. Anyway, while I'm sat down, let's get this football situation out of the way. Well, I think England gave it all they could. They done well. They were playing against world champions. I think there was a bit of a mistake made by the manager, taking off attackers and trying to sit on 1-0 in front of world champions. That was bad. 76 minutes locking his shot up, and he actually had 6 defenders on the field, not midfielders, defenders, and I think that was a bit of a mistake. And then obviously 3 minutes before the end he put 2 forwards on, so it was a bit of a mistake, but I still rate the guy as a manager. You know, if we'd have won, he'd have been a hero. But yeah, I think there was a bit of a mistake there. But regards to players that played, I think they gave it all they could, and that was it. And it was always going to be tough. But to sit on 1-0 at 73 minutes, no, it wasn't going to happen. Not against Argentina. So, yeah, very sad day. But anyway, that's all I'll say on the football, because not everybody will want to listen to the football waffle I'm going to give out, but it is what it is. I know a lot on social media, they're saying he should go, but he won't go yet till after the Euros, and then he'll go. But yeah, we'll leave the football there, because not everybody wants to listen to it. Here's another 2 bars we've got here, Decades, coffee, breakfast, lunch and cocktails. This is Coffee Brigade over there. And then next door you've got the Shipwreck here, which is serving drinks and food. I've said many times, there's a lot of shops here that you don't need to go anywhere else. We've got a Home Bargains, Iceland, an Aldi, a Lidl, Marks and Spencer's, still 1 or 2 independent shops around, butchers and bakeries. Not many of them left now, is there, independent people? Greengrocers over there. Yeah, it makes a change just to come somewhere different and show you different in the middle of the week when there's not too much action in Blackpool. Gets more steps in and exercise. I'm doing too much walking, and this is why I'm getting a lot of flare-ups, but I shall continue to do it and suffer it. You can't just sit indoors, can you? And then if you go into Princess Road, you've got the big B&Ms here. Care for Cleveleys, charity shop here. So yeah, you want your charity shops, come to Cleveleys. If you're coming on the bus, this is Cleveleys bus station as well, next to B&M's. In case you come on a bus and you haven't been here and you don't know where it ends up. But yeah, Cleveleys bus station. Cleveleys Top Club up there. What makes me think this was once a police station here? A minor police station. Something makes me think this was once a police station. I'm probably completely wrong. It's just got that sort of look to it. There's the seafront up there, which we shall have a look at. I'll just walk through some of this little bit of residential area, something different on this walk today as we approach the beach, which I do love in Cleveleys. Not particular where I'm walking now, but in the near distance there are some quite nice houses off the promenade here in Cleveleys. There is a pub over there called the Traveller's Rest, but I've never been in there. I think they have bands in there, possibly. Cleveleys has a cinema. Show you where that is briefly when we get up onto the promenade. JD Gym. And sadly this was once a Pizza Hut, which is closed down. Yeah, just looking down there, Cleveleys has recently, in the last 10 years, started to put up some new housing. So there is a lot of new housing in Cleveleys, besides it being an old town, so there's a mix of everything here now. And this is the View Cinema. This is another industry that's suffered very heavily. It's the cinema industry. Since Amazon, Netflix and all the other streaming programs, I think it's about £5 to see a movie now in Blackpool area, and St Anne's has got one on the seafront. They struggled, the new owners struggled at Blackpool, didn't they? Changed ownership, and I believe the restaurant was in the front has gone now. I haven't been inside to see what they're doing for food, but that struggled. This building here used to be a pub, and I can't remember what the name it used to be called. But yeah, great location, but it never worked. Again, down to sign of the times, isn't it? Grey building up there, it's called the Venue Pub, does food. That's been able to survive. More building work gone on over here. Looks like all this land possibly is going to be more housing. Anyway, let's jump onto the promenade and have a walk along the seafront. Oh, this is beautiful. You've got a tide in as well. Someone in the sea over there. Lady in the sea over there. Why not? Right, let's have a walk back into the centre of Cleveleys and show you a little bit of this beautiful front. There is that tower right in the middle of the picture now, if you can see it. And to the right is North Pier. Yes, it makes a change, I think, for yourself and for me to get outside Blackpool, but don't worry, we have the weekend upon us tomorrow. It's about 4 miles, I think, to that tower from here, something like that. All this promenade was done about 10 years ago, so it's all quite new. A bit like the Blackpool one was about 10 years ago. It's not a fraction longer. So this is, yeah, it's all new this, but it's a lovely area. Yes, I've made it onto the beach. The little bit of beach, it's sandy here. So relaxing here. Lovely little cove, then people have got to sit in the sun there and have a picnic. Look at that, tucked away, but still in Cleveleys. I can see you behind that wall, you know. I didn't think we needed security on the doors in Cleveleys, but it looks like we do at this shop. Sorry. Cleveleys High Street, and there's 2 little hidden shops down here if you like second-hand shops that people might miss. Just down here. Always worth a look. I know a lot of people do love charity shops. These aren't charity shops. This is a second-hand shop. But yeah, you've got this one here, and then the same people have this one over here. So don't forget to give them a look. They're really nice people. Anyway, I'm going to leave this one here. I hope you like this for a change. I know everybody just wants to see Blackpool, but just done this walk for a change. And yeah, it's Friday tomorrow, the weekend starts, so we will be back in Blackpool. So if you're here at the end, thank you for watching this one. Bye bye for now.